Hello and welcome to the Blitz with AZ and Fitz. Come one, come all. We don't have any football games to cover this week. It's a Super Bowl 60 preview edition of the podcast. So not going to be a huge substantive show, but looking forward to the Super Bowl, seeing who comes away with the dub. Not going to lie, I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is not my ideal matchup. I could be usually more excited for the Super Bowl than this. I hate to say it. Don't really care that much for either of these teams. Sick of seeing the Patriots and the Seahawks.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a somber Super Bowl, it feels like. It's like two teams no one really expected to make it to the Super Bowl. You know, it's not the Chiefs, not the Bills, it's not the 49ers, it's not the Rams. It's just two, like, I want to say underdogs almost in a way. They're like two underdogs just going at the Super Bowl. I'm not, like, super excited for the game either, just because, you know, two teams I don't care for that much either. But, you know, with that being said, you know, usually the games that you don't really care for are the games that really, you know, blow your mind and one of the all-time greats. So hopefully, you know, that's the case, that tomorrow we have like a classic Super Bowl that no one really expected and it just happened to be one of the greater ones.
Yeah. That will be the saving grace of the game. Is it if it is a really historically great Super Bowl? If that happens, then hey, you know, we as fans win. But man, if it ends up being kind of not especially a blowout, but even kind of just like a generic game, totally forgettable that like you've seen 1,000 times in the regular season, you know, one of those like one score games where like, oh, but they're down 2 scores late and then they make it close at the end, but nothing really ends up happening. If it's like one of those typical kind of games, I'm just going to be like, oh man, I wish. Truth be told, when it comes to the NFC, there wasn't like a ton of teams I really cared about in there. Obviously, the Rams. And if it wasn't them, which is so unfortunate because the Rams' path to the NFC Championship went through the two teams that if they made it to the Super Bowl, I would have been more excited about. Now, the Panthers, just because of a Cinderella run, would be crazy. Going 8-9 and making it to the Super Bowl, that would be never before seen material there.
Bullet record.
That would be a huge storyline. And then, of course, the Chicago Bears would have been super exciting. I love that team and the way they play. They're just exciting to watch. You watch those Bears-Packer games, they're so exciting. The Rams-Bears game was like, oh my God, like game of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Or the Bills. I mean, if
Bills
Josh Allen would have took care of business against the Broncos and won the game. I mean, even if the Bills were playing the Seahawks, that would have been more of a exciting matchup because you will finally see Josh Allen play one of the top defenses in the league and see if he finally can get over that hump and get that chip, get that ring, but he fell short again. So
yeah, I agree. I was mostly just talking about the NFC teams that, like, there's a lot of them to me that I just didn't care to see, you know. Eagles, 49ers, and Seahawks, Packers, don't care about any of them. AFC was a little more interesting because there was like at least 4 teams there, I would say, that I would have been interested in. You know, Bills, obviously, would have been cool to see Josh in his first Super Bowl. Jaguars, I thought, would have been really cool. Houston, you know, would have been
not that offense. That would have
been their first franchise Super Bowl appearance, dude. If they played well, you would be more excited about it.
Yeah, if they would have like run through the AFC,
and made it to the Super Bowl, it'd be exciting. His first franchise appearance. They, of course, have never won one because they've never been there. Panthers, Panthers is one of those teams too. They've never won one. They have been a couple times, but never won one.
Jaguars been there.
Yeah. Oh no, they've never been. Been.
Jaguars never would have. See, I wouldn't mind. You know, that's a division rival per se, but I guess it would have been cool to see Trevor Lawrence turn his whole career around because to me he was like a bust, pretty much. First round pick, number 1 pick in the draft, and like you're kind of like in and out of the playoffs when you're in, when you're out. Inconsistent, but if he would have made it to the Super Bowl, I would have had to give him his props because he's, you know, you pick number 1 to turn the franchise around and get that chip. But for me, it would have been the Bills. The Jaguars, the Texans, their offense was so bad. I didn't want to keep seeing them. The Broncos, I guess.
I mean,
would have been
honestly,
interesting.
really, the one team I really did not care to see out of the AFC is probably New England.
Yeah.
Like,
same.
the Broncos would have been kind of boring. Like, I always had that feeling, like, I don't know if they really barely. They're kind of a fraudulent one seed
of the last
in a way.
two teams. The Broncos and Patriots are the two teams I really didn't want to see in the Super Bowl, and they're the ones that were in the fucking championship game,
I know.
ironically.
I know.
And that was a dud, so.
It sucked. Yeah, even the Chargers would have been fine. The Aaron Rodgers making it with the Steelers would have been fine.
Cool. Yeah,
you know, good storylines there. Steelers haven't won a playoff game in so
11 years
yeah,
now.
yeah. Those outcomes would have been fine, but Patriots, Seahawks, really the only outcome worse might have been Patriots, Niners.
I would have.
Or Eagles. I don't know. Eagles, 49ers,
Patriots.
They're
Eagles,
up there.
Patriots. That probably would have been.
Yeah, that would have been lame too.
Yeah, because I didn't even see the Super Bowl that year. I was that year they played the Patriots in the Super Bowl. I was doing like my personal strikeout because I was tired of seeing Tom Brady win every year. So I was like, I'm gonna sit out one.
And
year.
He didn't though. Nick Foles won. That was a great game.
My phone. I was like, oh yeah, the Patriots lost. I'm back watching the NFL again. I watched again the next year.
They brought me back.
Yeah,
they brought me back. Well, yeah. I guess on that note, I guess we ought to get into it, the game a little bit. What we expect to see, expect to happen. So Super Bowl 60. What do you think about it?
I think it's going to be a close game, the first three quarters. I think both teams are, it's two quarterbacks, first time in the Super Bowl. One's a young guy, second year in the league. Other guys kind of having like a renaissance in, season where everybody thought he was pretty much done. And then, last year in Minnesota, he had a great year, but then they let him go. It kind of put doubt in my head, at least, saying, well, maybe he wasn't that guy. Maybe last year was just an anomaly, right? Then this year he does the same exact thing, but goes even further, and now he's in the big game. So we'll see. I expect it to be slow at first three quarters, but then I expect the Seahawks kind of pull away, and I see him winning 31-17. So it'll be a close game, one-score game, first three quarters, and then it'll end.
And it'll end in a rout.
I see Drake May throwing a turnover. Seahawks get a turnover on defense.
Or maybe a fumble. He's known for that.
Fumble,
taking sacks and fumbles, yeah.
Yeah. One of those two is going to lead to points, and then that's going to give Sam Darnold, that comfortability where, he could play a little bit looser because he got a lead, and he'll throw another touchdown to JSN and finish the game 31-17.
Yeah, that's not a bad score prediction. I'm probably not going to be too far off from that. Yeah, you look at Seattle, and they don't really have a weakness on that team. You thought it was going to be the quarterback. That was the big question mark in the playoffs. Will he be able to get it done? Will he revert to Singo Sam? And he has not. And if there was a game he was going to do it, it was going to be, to me, against the Rams.
Yeah, I thought that too.
So I don't expect him to go in the Super Bowl and play tight. Because that was the game that was like if you're going to tighten up and suck, that was the game where you suck. And he was great. I don't expect him to go. I know New England's defense has been playing better throughout this playoff run, and they've really needed them to play well. Because Drake May has not looked like the MVP runner-up in any of his victories to me. They've really rode that defense to the Super Bowl. And they've elevated and rose to the occasion. Typical New England style. It's like Bill Belichick is still there. Tom
Brady's still there. If I just find a way to just get lucky and win the close game,
they did their voodoo, their black magic. They reincarnated them.
I know.
Cloned them in test tubes. So yeah, you've got Bill Belichick the second, and you've got Tom Brady Jr. It's ridiculous. It's really not fair. It's really just not even fair.
At least suck for a decade or something. Damn, man, you just right back in the playoffs in a couple years, or in the Super Bowl in a couple years. It hasn't even been it's been 7 years?
Yeah.
Not even a decade.
Yeah. Give us a good decade off, I think.
At least let me hit my 40s.
Yeah, any team that sucks for over a full decade, you start to feel bad for them. But Yeah, we really were due for a good decade off.
Yeah. So how do you see it playing out?
I think Sam's going to play well. I think the Seattle offensive line, their line is not amazing, but it's also not bad. They're decent, like sort of league average in both areas. I think run and pass protection. So I think I don't know that New England's front can get a ton of pressure naturally with their 4. So I think Sam's going to play well. I mean, look at how we played the Rams. I know the Rams defense is just pedestrian as hell, but I think Sam's going to have a day. He's going to play well, and I don't know if New England will be able to answer. I think if any quarterback comes out tight and sort of deer in headlights, moment feels a little big, I think it's going to be the young kid. You know, Sam, he's never been here before, this farthest he's ever made it, but he is a more mature, older quarterback. And with what we saw in that NFC Championship game and the way he just dumpstered, that team dumpstered the 49ers, I think he's shown that he's ready for a big game. Like, he can play a big game and play well and win. So, yeah, I think Seattle just takes this Super Bowl. I think they outmatch the Patriots almost every
way.
Yeah, you look roster point by
Seahawks
point.
Do have a good defensive line, so if they could put pressure on Drake May without blitzing, it might be a blowout. But that's if they could do that. Another matchup I want to see is Christian Gonzalez against JSN out there in the back in the wideout and cornerback.
Yeah,
see how if JSN can route him up, because I feel like he might have a big game or he might have a quiet game where then Cooper Kupp, that'll give Cooper Kupp the advantage to have a big game. I mean, he's been here before. He's a Super Bowl MVP. So
I expect Cooper Kupp to have an okay game.
He could have a good game. I wouldn't be surprised if he happens to be like the secret weapon that no one really expected to have a great game. Maybe
I expect him to be like all reliable on some of those third and mediums. His
have a touchdown.
Yeah, his challenge. Yeah, he could easily. His challenge is that he's just not very athletic. He doesn't come out of his breaks very well. He doesn't run horizontally across the field very well. Vertically, very, very mid. So he's just lost a lot of his athleticism. But with somebody that knows the game that well, you can find openings in his zone.
Yeah.
So, and defensively, I think Drake May, I've heard it said that one of his biggest struggles in terms of defensive coverages has been cover 6, and Seattle knows how to play cover 6. So if that's the case, I think we're getting a lot of people are getting really confused about what Seattle is because of that Rams game. They see Matthew Stafford throw for 1,000,000 yards. It's so sad that the Rams lost that game. No quarterback plays that well and loses playoff games. I think that might be the best a quarterback has played and lost. So
I don't know about that one.
In a playoff game,
Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, he threw for a record 500 against the Eagles. He threw for like 500 yards.
Oh yeah, but what was his TD to INT?
I think he had like 3 touchdowns.
Oh, did he? Maybe, I might be tripping, but it's up there.
It's up there.
350 yards, 3 touchdowns, no turnovers.
He played a great game. He did what he had to do that game, but
yeah,
Seahawks just the Rams defense, like I said,
let us down.
Let you guys down. That's like a Peyton Manning type game where you just have a great game, but your defense can't hold up.
And that special teams turnover, of course.
Yep.
But people get confused. I think people watch that NFC Championship and they're like, oh, this is going to be competitive. No one plays that defense remotely as well as the Rams. No one. They're the only team that knows them. And so offensively, I expect it to be very difficult for the Patriots. They have not seen this team. I'm not sure they've seen anyone quite like them. Maybe the Broncos.
I would say the Broncos defense, in terms of defense, I would say
but that game was just sucked. They didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, but now let's say it's a game like that, like the Broncos game, where the Patriots can't do nothing on offense. But this time, the Seahawks have a quarterback, so That's what I'm saying. They could,
And
I
the
wouldn't
weather
be
won't be bad.
surprised, and the weather won't be bad. So I wouldn't be surprised if that does happen, where the Patriots are just struggling to do anything because the Seahawks defense is that good, and it happens to be a blowout. I know I predicted a closer game, but at the same time, it could either be a close game or a blowout. I just wouldn't be surprised if it is,
Yeah.
because the
I
Seahawks do have that potential to make it a blowout if it turns out that way. But I don't know. I just feel the Patriots. They haven't been blown out yet, so I don't see why they would get blown out in the Super Bowl. I just feel like they're just gonna find a way to make it close.
I don't know.
Like voodoo magic.
I'm gonna my score is gonna be very similar to yours. Just slightly higher scoring. I'm gonna say 38-24.
38-24.
Yeah, when I think about the matchup, my gut tells me that Seattle's just too strong. And maybe the New England, they start to figure some things out late, get a few points on the board, but
it's too late.
Yeah, Seattle's will be a juggernaut in this game. I don't expect them to struggle with New England. I mean, the Rams were like a lot of people said, it felt like the NFC Championship was the Super Bowl. You know,
if we get a game like that, that'll be like the championship game. That'll be nice.
Yeah, like the NFC Championship, not the
like
AFC.
like the NFC, of course, not the. Yeah. I would hate if it's the AFC Championship type game where no team can do anything. But yeah, I mean, and what a nice story for Sam Darnold, man. This is the team that had him see him ghost, and for him to play them in the big game, and if he could kick their ass, hopefully end that meme of him seeing ghosts. Is beating the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Put that to bed. Of course, he was playing with the Jets then.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably see ghosts on 7-on-7 drills when you play in the green jersey, green and white.
Yeah.
So
they had Aaron Rodgers seeing ghosts. So yeah.
Yeah. That team like cursed.
I know. It's graveyard for quarterbacks.
Yeah. It just that Jets. You've seen that Jets short, like that TikTok or meme or whatever. Like that kid comes out of the stadium, like I fucking hate this team. I hate this team.
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, that Jets fan. Yeah, that was I feel that. Like that has to be hard.
To be a Jets fan, yeah.
Comes out of the
Jets
stadium wearing his green and white. Like I fucking hate this team.
Well, maybe I have seen that. Sounds familiar.
Yeah. But yeah. I think Seattle's weapons have every capacity and ability to get open on the Patriots. I think they're going to be able to dissect whatever New England throws. They're a mature, battle-tested team. To me, more so than the Patriots. They're well coached, and New England's
are well coached too.
But New England's just going to be overwhelmed.
Yeah. And then I feel like the Seahawks need to capitalize because they're losing Clint Kubiak. He's going to the Raiders, so this is it.
Yeah, I don't know how much going into next season that's really going to hurt them, but
you don't think so? I don't know.
We've lost so many offensive coordinators under McVay, and it feels like.
Well, if Clint Kubiak's the guy that puts that offense together, I would see the offense take a little hit next year.
Yeah, maybe.
I think the defense will still be good because I think that's what Mike McDonald's really in charge of is the defense. But
yeah, I just they have every ability to hire somebody decent. They can
like the
find
Patriots.
a replacement.
Josh Daniels, he's not going anywhere because
he can't coach.
Yeah, I would say he already built a reputation that he can't coach. He could call a hell of a play, he just can't coach. So I think they're gonna stay pretty much the same. Maybe get better from this. Hopefully not, but they could probably get better if they lose this game. Come back next year even better than the Seahawks. But yeah, hopefully it's a great game. Sucks that this is the end of the season now, and then we gotta wait 7 months, 7 long months.
I know,
like years.
I know.
Get excited. The next exciting thing is the draft. And then after that, just radio silence unless someone does something crazy during minicamp. But
man, to tell you the truth, I do not get excited about the draft. I just don't get into it the way other people do.
If there's like a hot prospect, like when Shador was coming in last year, that was pretty exciting to see where he was gonna go. Or Trevor Lawrence, seeing how if he was going to end up the number 1 pick.
But you never know how these guys are going to pan out. You know,
that's the exciting part. Like, man, I can't wait to see how they turn out once the season starts.
Yeah, exactly. Once the season starts, but like actually watching the draft and being like, oh, this is like, nah, fuck. I don't get into it because you just don't know, and you never know. I don't know.
Marcus Russell going number 1 with the Raiders.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, that story of him watching blank tapes, coming back the next day to practice, saying, "Yeah, I got it, coach. I watched all the tape."
Yeah. It was a blank tape.
Yeah, that shit makes me laugh.
Yeah. Well, I guess we could turn the page over to the NFL AP Award Show and the winners of each and every award. So it was a really tight race. A really tight race for MVP.
Surprising. I was very surprised by that, to be honest.
You know, if that Justin Herbert vote had gone
that person should get vetoed
to May. Yeah, I know. That's just what the hell, dude. Had that gone to May would have gotten the MVP.
I know.
Because the first place votes are like 10 points, and Stafford won by like 5 points.
Yeah.
That's crazy, dude. That is crazy.
What did he see in Justin Herbert this year? Be like, yeah, that guy's MVP.
I don't know. I guess maybe that like Justin Herbert really carried that team. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I guess he carried. Yeah, I mean, no, he didn't really like stand out like an MVP. Like Stafford stood out like an MVP this year. Like he was just firing on all cylinders. He was way ahead of everybody else on touchdowns.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how it was close. Like that's crazy that it was basically 1 vote away. And hey, Stafford finally got an MVP under his trophy belt. If he could get a Super Bowl MVP, then he should be easily the first ballot Hall of Fame. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But because Cooper Kupp got the MVP for the Super Bowl. But yeah, I mean he got an MVP. Hell of a year. Let's see next year if he can continue that, ride that success. But
he's coming back. That was part of his speech. And it looked like Sean didn't. Retire. Yeah, and Sean was like happy. It looked like really happy about it. Like he didn't know for sure.
Oh damn! Yeah, I didn't. I mean, like this. It seems like
to come off an MVP year and retire. Who does that?
Yeah, and then quarterbacks it look like they're playing to the 40s now. Yeah, Rodgers playing in his 40s, so, and he's not like the mobile type like a Lamar or Mahomes that's mobile and uses their athleticism. Yeah, he's a statue, so he can play.
And arm strength is usually like one of the last things to go too.
Yeah,
his mobility is already pretty heavily.
How old is he now?
Reduced.
Like 38. He's 38?
Yeah, around there. I think he is 38. Yeah,
so he's got like maybe three more years, solid years.
Maybe. Going into the Stafford trade, I wonder what the Rams were thinking, like how long that they had with him. Yeah.
It's been 5 years.
Yeah, there's a good chance like the Rams internally thought Stafford would already be done by now. But they've been able to extend that life with him. And one thing I do like about him is A, because he's not a mobile quarterback, and B, just because the way he plays, like when he takes sacks, gets hit, like runs with the football, like he really tries not to get injured. You can tell the way when he gets tackled or he's about to running with the ball and about to take a hit, he will sort of get hit in a way or fall in a way where it's like he's probably not going to get hurt. And I like that about him.
Yeah, I mean, he's older now. See, because I know he was. I remember. I started thinking of the thing that stand out to me about Stafford is that one play where I think he dislocated his shoulder or something. I don't know if you ever seen that highlight or it was like he was.
Oh yeah, back in the Browns versus Lions. Yeah.
Yeah, his shoulder got like broke. So I think now he's at that age where he don't want to get hit because he's older. Once you get older, your body kind of deteriorates.
Well, he also understands like
hurt more.
With a team like this, you have to
healthy.
Stay available. You have to. Otherwise, season's over.
Yeah, like last year when he was it no the year after the Super Bowl is when he
Hmm.
was pretty much gone for the whole year, and that's his that you
Yeah,
guys
it
like
sucked.
yeah I was gonna say you guys fell into irrelevance that whole year because I'm like damn man the Rams won the Super Bowl last year and they're not getting no primetime games, no one's talking about them and because Stafford wasn't there
Yeah, and then
and
Baker came to the Rams
Baker
and saved
came
his entire career on one throw.
on one throw, one game, 2 days
That was a fun. That
practice.
was a fun game though. It was a
But
bad year, but that was a fun game.
fun game, yeah. And but yeah, man. I mean, Drake May, he's a young, but to be even in like the MVP votes in your second year, that's impressive. So
Yeah, very impressive. Yeah,
let the
like you
old
said,
man
I'm
win.
surprised it was this close though.
Yeah, I was very surprised because the touchdowns weren't even close. It was like 15 touchdowns ahead of Drake
Well,
May. Stafford
passing,
was
yeah,
passing wise. I mean, even if you had his rushing four rushing touchdowns, he's still like 11. He's still double digit touchdowns ahead of Drake, and he's only using his arm. He's not. You don't have the mobility that May has as a
yeah.
younger quarterback. So I don't know, man. It was I guess it was due time for Stafford to win the trophy, MVP trophy. You know, he's paid his dues. He's been in the league for a long time. So
But a lot of people say this is like
uh,
a
uh,
lifetime achievement award, and I just don't buy it. Like his season was
no,
amazing.
he had a great season. He didn't. It wasn't like some people are saying like last year's Allen was a pity MVP.
Yeah,
Even though everyone thought Lamar should have won the last year because he had more touchdowns and everything than Josh Allen, but
yeah.
this year wasn't. I can't say that this was a pity award or, you know, lifetime career award. This was he was the best quarterback in the league this year. Yeah, he had some. The end of the season was kind of rough, but
Yeah, they had some losses, but he still looked pretty good.
he still looked pretty good. And then I mean, I know the playoffs don't really count, but he played well in the playoffs.
That's one thing I kind of want to talk about when it comes to these awards. Playoffs are not meant to be considered
Right.
in
Well, I feel like they
these
do.
awards. They definitely do.
Yeah.
They definitely voters definitely look at the playoffs
Because when do they turn in their votes? I'm pretty sure it's right
after the at least I think maybe after the divisional
let's see.
at least.
Let's see if I can find out. Season awards. Let's see. Oh, before the playoffs begin, I guess. Yeah, it says they must be turned in before the playoffs
Oh,
begin.
really? I didn't know that.
Hmm.
I could have sworn they weren't. In which case, I feel like so many people are talking about God. People are still talking about the voting well after the playoffs start. So that's weird. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you probably have like the day before, like the deadlines. I'm guessing based on what it says, you have to turn in before the playoffs start. So I guess like, let's say the playoffs is tomorrow, you have to turn it in by tonight midnight or so. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
maybe.
that's how they do it. Like they give you some time after the season ends, a couple days before the playoffs start to kind of gather your thoughts and send in your votes. But yeah, I don't know what they saw. I mean, because on top of that, the fucking Rams played like in the toughest division in football. There was
Yeah.
three there between them, the Seahawks and the 49ers. They were all pretty much fighting for the number one seed in the whole
Yep.
conference. So
And
like
yeah, the Patriots had largely a cupcake.
yeah, and the Patriots had the easiest strength of schedule out of all the NFL this year. So and then they're like I saw another a post online saying that within similar opponents, Stafford was 4-2 and
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Drake May was 6-0. I'm like, well, I mean,
That's because of the loss to the two NFC South teams, I'm pretty sure.
yeah, I was gonna say, well, I mean, they're bound to do have a bad game, but now let's do their Patriots wins against winning teams. I was like, they were what 1-3 this year, I think,
Yeah, something like that.
something
Yeah.
like that. So I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
so who whatever. Yeah, I don't know, just to me the eye test wise Stafford wins it.
yeah,
Um
yeah, me too. I mean, maybe they're penalizing him because he has Puka and Adams,
who
more, I guess,
cares? Just
quote
look at
unquote
how he
weapons.
throws the ball, how he reads the field. I don't know. I just think like that, In
Yeah,
terms
and
of being
actually
a pocket passer.
the guy that voted for Justin Herbert, I was watching another football podcast. Um,
Betrayal.
I was watching the one with Skip Bayless. He said that the guy
Oh, the
that
arena. Yeah, that's good.
yeah, the arena. The guy that voted for Justin Herbert, he does podcasting now. He's a podcaster, so we should give votes too. Then I mean, if they're giving votes to podcasters, why not give us?
True.
Come on, man, hook us up. I want to add that to my resume of media member, NFL voter. But yeah, I guess the guy that voted for Herbert is a podcaster now.
Great.
So, I don't know how he has I guess you don't have to be in the media per se, like as a journalist or TV personality.
Yeah,
you could be a podcaster. So yeah, I'm interested to see what he saw in Justin Herbert. Be like, that guy's MVP for the whole year.
I think he's a troll.
He has to be, man, because that was never there was never a discussion. All you heard was Stafford or May the whole season, and maybe another
Christian McCaffrey, maybe.
But no one ever brought up Justin Herbert for MVP talks.
No,
at least I didn't hear him. Maybe I'm deaf or selective hearing, but I did not hear man. Justin Herbert might be MVP this year the way he's playing. I even said Josh Allen, for Christ's sake. I would have thought. But
I forget who it was that because I was watching Cam Newton and he was talking about I know exactly who it is, and he named him. He's like, this dude has sent in troll votes before.
Oh, well, I mean,
who won offensive rookie of the year? It was the quarterback. What's his name?
This year?
Jaden Daniels.
Oh, last year?
Last year? Yeah, this guy, apparently Cam believes that this guy was the reason why that wasn't a unanimous. Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about it, but I mean, you see, there was another scenario where someone didn't get voted in, and that everyone thought was a unanimous first ballot vote. But I guess then I don't know. The NFL is kind of weird like that. I don't know. They got a lot of weird agendas, and their media, the way the media does stuff. I can't get down with it, but whatever.
Yeah.
But as far as the other awards, I mean, we have Offensive Player of the Year, JSN. How do you feel about that one?
Yeah,
it was between him, maybe C-Mac.
Yeah, I'm surprised Puka didn't get second place, but I guess
Puka, yeah,
because it really seemed like a lot of people were talking about either one of them. It's weird that C-Mac wasn't really heavily as talked about. I swear, I'm surprised. I'm almost surprised he didn't win the award, to be honest.
Yeah, I was too. I thought he played really well. I mean, it was like they pretty much lived and died by C-Mac.
Yeah, his stats were amazing. Yeah. It's Jackson. I mean, it's hard to deny over the totality of the year that JSN was probably, had the best year at wide receiver. But it's weird. If Puka had not been injured, I just think Puka's actually better still. But it's not by a wide margin. JSN's really shifty, really good at getting open, getting separation. Yeah. Puka's more of a traditional football player. So I think maybe JSN has more wide receiver skills, and Puka's got more football player in him.
He'll run through you.
Yeah. So JSN better receiver, Puka's a better football player. In that, if you catch what I mean by that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
He'll catch a ball through a brick wall.
Well, maybe they didn't give C-Mac because they gave him the comeback player of the year. I'm like, hey man, you can't get all the awards now. So we're gonna give you one. We're gonna give you comeback player of the year. So that way, everyone gets a little trophy in their shelf. But
nobody wants comeback player of the year though. What a shitty award.
You suck. It's kind of saying you sucked last year, but you're back now.
Yeah, really, they're usually given to people who got hurt. But no one wants to get hurt to earn that one. It's just,
Or I mean, Joe Flacco won it last. Was it last year when he won it, or the year before last year?
But
when he took the Browns to the playoffs,
I thought it maybe it was a year before last.
It was
year, I think.
because it was C.J. Stroud's rookie year. Yeah. 2 years ago, I guess. But yeah, I mean, he's the last one I could think of that just got it for not playing well the last couple of years of his career and takes the Browns to the playoffs. Which looking at his stats, he didn't have a crazy year, but he just took a dumpster fire team into the playoffs, and
Yeah.
they got blown out. But I mean, he still took them there. But
You know, one person voted for Philip Rivers for comeback player. It was probably the same troll.
I mean, that one. I mean, you can kind of.
I can kind of see it, but like he lost all 3 games, only played 3 games, lost all of them, and failed to make it to the playoffs. He's probably not qualified, even though he did technically come back and it was fun. It was not worthy of an award.
Yeah,
like I
if he would have won all 3 games, yeah, I know. If he would have like maybe, I don't know, came back, played more games than just 3, but yeah, I get it. Shit. We had defensive player of the year was obviously Myles Garrett.
Yeah, I mean,
break a record.
I didn't look at the votes for him, but I wouldn't be surprised. It probably wasn't, but he probably should have been unanimous, honestly.
I don't know, because for me, I didn't watch too many Browns games because Browns are the Browns. But man, Will Anderson Jr. he played really, really. Every time I watched the Texans, he always stood out to me. So for my personal award, it would go to Will Anderson.
Really, over Myles Garrett for breaking the fucking record?
Yeah,
that record is so like. As far as a defensive player, that is the holy grail of records.
As a pass rusher, yes.
I mean, even in the secondary, what's a better record than that? INTs,
interceptions, yeah.
Yeah.
Like when what's his name? Trayvon Diggs was going crazy that one year.
That was cool, but like
that's hard to do because
INTs are fluky though. They're so fluky.
Well,
sacks, you create that shit.
You can create the sack, and you can also create interceptions by reading the wide receiver, anticipating what route he's going to run and jump him and beat him to the route.
Yeah. But a good corner isn't thrown to.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
That's the problem, that if you're really like Sherman, like where he was basically shutting one side of the field down, where
prime time, no one threw to him.
Prime time Sherman or Darrelle Revis, you're not going to be throwing their way, so it's kind of hard for them to get those interceptions.
That's the mark of a great corner. So, like, it's hard for corners to get any sort of cool, holy grail type records like that.
Linebackers, you do it all. You pass rush, you cover, you stop the run.
I know. That's why there are no, like, crazy, like, linebacker records unless you are, like, a pass rusher.
Yeah, that's why Will Anderson Jr., man, I feel like he does it all. He pass rush, he can stop the run. Cover, I don't know. He just stood out. I'm surprised Michael Parsons was on here. He kind of missed a bunch of games, but from the injury. But yeah,
he did have a good year prior to that, though.
Prior to that, he was doing pretty well.
Might have been his best year prior to that.
I didn't even know they had a what's it called? Assistant of the year or assistant coach of the year. I don't know.
They do?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Josh McDaniels won.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Runner-ups were Brian Flores, Vance Joseph, Clint Kubiak. I feel like Clint Kubiak should have won, but whatever. Maybe because I mean the Patriots got Coach of the Year with Mike Vrabel. I mean,
yeah, it's weird that you double up on them.
Double up. That's kind of more pressure on the Patriots, I guess. You guys got the coach and the assistant coach of the year.
But they don't have the pressure of the MVP, though. I think that would have almost cursed Drake May for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of rare to see MVPs win the Super Bowl when they usually make the Super Bowl. Besides Mahomes doing it in 2022, it's kind of bad.
Before that, it might have been like Kurt Warner in '99.
Yeah.
Like, it was a long stretch of it, MVP not winning.
Let me see. NFL MVPs. Yeah, we have Kurt Warner. Mahomes 2022, and then before that was Kurt Warner 99, and then Brett Favre 96. So it's if you want to win a Super Bowl, don't win the MVP. So that maybe confirms that Patriots might win a Super Bowl tomorrow, man.
And Kurt won it again in 2001 and then lost that Super Bowl. Yeah.
So he started the bad luck. No, I'm just kidding. But
no, Brady started that curse. I blame Brady.
Yeah, because pretty much when he won Yeah, because he never won the MVP and a Super Bowl.
No,
The
and
undefeated season, he lost the
I'm just gonna
Super
say,
Bowl.
New England beating the Rams in 2001 sent us down an alternate universe. Like we're currently living an alternate timeline where
It
everything's
kind of ended
shittier
the
now.
show on turf. Yeah, it basically because after that, the next few guys didn't make the playoffs, right?
Well,
After that
yeah,
Super Bowl,
yeah. We missed the playoffs. We started
missed the
0-6.
playoffs.
It
Yeah,
started a different. We live in a different universe within the multiverse, where the good timeline is where the Rams won that Super Bowl.
and the
We
Patriots
veered
never.
off, and yeah, shit just got weird. Like
Patriots don't become a dynasty of the 2000s and the 2010s. Brady's a backup again, and Peyton Manning gets 4 Super Bowls, and yeah, I
yeah,
like that. I
not
like,
even
I
just
like
that,
that.
but in life, like we have all kinds of goofy shit happen now,
I
and
like
it's
that. I
all
like
it's
that
all to blame
timeline.
from that moment, that Super Bowl.
We need to make a timeline machine so we can go to that timeline where the Colts won Super Bowls and didn't have to face the Patriots in the playoffs and get their ass beat.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good timeline, man. I like
yeah,
that
yeah.
multiverse.
Rams win in 01, have their dynastic run. Then Peyton sort of
He has
the
his
Rams
run
pass it over to
in the
Peyton.
late 2000s.
Yep.
Yeah. We win a couple chips. And we all, maybe the Blitz, Lazy and Fitz takes off sooner. We're
Yeah.
Super Bowl champs, top of the world.
Yeah, and
But
we're basically like getting deals from ESPN. They want to hire us.
exactly.
Yeah.
Instead, fucking
Obviously.
Brady just messes up the timeline, man.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
he
guy.
he fucked everything up. It's like
He's like, what's that guy's name in the Avengers?
Doctor Strange or something.
No,
I
no,
don't
no, no,
know.
no. The guy that took the basically woke up Thanos when they were about to take the glove off of him.
Oh,
Star
I don't
Lord,
know.
Star Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. Is it Star
Oh
Lord?
yeah, it might be. I'm not a Marvel guy, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That was,
Tom
that took
Brady
the whole.
broke the space-time continuum.
Yeah, he sure did.
So I blame everything bad that happens in life is pretty much Tom Brady's fault.
He ruined the Rams. He ruined the Raiders with the tuck rule. He ruined obviously Peyton
Yeah.
Manning. Damn, he ruined a lot. He just ruined everything, man. That's why I
Yeah.
couldn't stand that guy.
The Tuck rule was the beginning of the timeline fuckery. And
yeah, 'cause
then
you guys would have played the Ram. Well,
beating the Rams sealed the deal.
if the Raiders would have won that game, they would have.
The Rams probably would have won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, because I don't know who would have won between the Steelers and the Raiders.
It would probably would have been the Raiders. I imagine it would have been if they've already done an episode. It's called NFL. And what if the
NFL.
Tuck rule didn't,
Never
went
happened.
the other way? Raiders go to the Super Bowl, Rams win, and there's like a knock-on effect of a lot of different things happening because of that,
Yeah.
which is a really interesting
Was it on YouTube?
alternate. Yeah. I think it was just NFL's channel, maybe. It's called NFL, the segment or the show. They
like
do a
that.
lot of alternate reality stuff.
I like stuff like that because it makes you wonder, like what if Brady didn't get hurt?
In
When he
08?
tore his ACL, yeah.
Yeah,
Would they run it back to the championship? Who knows?
yeah. But I look at this list. I never even heard of Protector of the Year. I never.
Yeah,
Is that new or
I think that just got implemented like a couple years ago. Let me see. NFL.
they're just like linemen,
For-
offensive linemen get no shine, dude. Maybe let's make an award for them.
I think that just started, yeah, from introduced in the 2025 season. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
This is the first year then.
yep.
Yeah. Yeah, this is brand new award. Damn, we're breaking
That's why
history.
I never heard of it. Yeah.
We're breaking history. That's nice.
And then defensive rookie of the year. I'm not even gonna lie. I barely even know who that guy is. I don't watch a whole lot of Browns, so I can't comment.
Swisinger. Yeah.
I don't
And
know
then we
nothing
got the
about
offensive
him.
player of the rookie year for the Panthers.
Yeah, Tet McMillan. Yeah, he deserved it. Yeah, like he.
He was a wideout.
Yeah, like
Yeah, he played
when he
pretty
played the
good.
Rams, he played well. So like I saw him twice, and he was a
Stood
baller.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had flashes for a rookie. He could go some places.
Yeah.
He's kind of their offensive weapon now that they can build around a little bit.
Because they also had that other guy, Xavier uh Liggett or something like that. And well, they got rid of Adam Thielen. I forgot. They
Oh
sent him
yeah,
back, sent him to the Steelers. Well, now he's retired, but
yeah, he's gone. So
uh, they just need maybe a tight end. I feel like tight ends are really
safety
not under.
blankets.
Yeah, I would say safety blankets not underappreciated, but they actually help a lot. A
They
lot.
really do. They really. I mean, look at what Kittle does for the 49ers.
Kittle
When
does
Kittle
for
went down,
49ers,
they had no offense. So
Kelsey for the
Chiefs.
well, prime. Kelsey's washed now, but when he was in his prime,
right, and look what
Gronk,
he's getting washed now, and look what happened to their offense. You know.
yeah, Gronk
Yeah,
helped
Gronk
out Brady
was
a lot.
carried the Patriots in terms of like skill position guys.
He was like a secret weapon. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I just feel like tight ends can really help a quarterback just be that safety blanket. They're a big target, especially in the red zone.
Yeah.
Especially in that red zone. Yeah. Yeah, but
As far as the other awards go, like, yeah, I look at this list and I don't really have much pushback or disagreement. I think it's a pretty good list. You know, it sucks
Yeah.
after having such a great year. Drake May doesn't win anything. I kind of, feel bad for him about that, but that's just kind of how it goes. He'll have opportunities to win MVP if he can replicate this performance and build upon it. Holy.
I would say though I would just maybe switch the coach of the year to someone else. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Ben Johnson with the
McDaniel
Bears.
or Mike McDonald or
Nah,
Kyle Shanahan. You think
nah.
Ben Johnson? Oh, Liam Cohen.
I'll say Liam Cohen, either Liam Cohen or Ben Johnson. Just because Drake May had flashes last year. Everybody said he showed a lot of potential last year for his rookie year. But like for example, like the Jaguars with Liam Cohen, what he had to do with like Trevor Lawrence was already in the league for a couple years, so basically you got to rehab him and like kind of
And Travis went down.
and Travis went down, but more like it's just like Trevor Lawrence. I don't know, like he really stood out. He like pretty much had like a renaissance year this year because he's always been like up and down, mid, and then he shows some flashes of being why he's number one. Then he's back to being like really really bad.
Yeah.
But this year he played really well. I feel like, and I
Yeah,
feel
he
like,
cooked in the second half of the
he
year.
finally like kind of lived up to the hype that he came into the league with. So
Went on.
I feel like Liam Cohen brought that out of him because Trevor Lawrence had a bunch of coaches before that, and he ain't never looked this good.
Yeah. Yeah. He looked way better. Way better.
Yeah. So I'll probably give it Liam Cohen because he had to rehabilitate a broken quarterback pretty much.
I don't know. Mike Vrabel, though, like, I don't have a huge issue with it. I'm not going to lie. Because they did go from 4-13 to 14-3.
But I mean, it was Drake May's rookie year. Who knows
Still.
what would happen? Who knows what would happen? I don't know. I feel like it's tougher to like Drake May wasn't broken. Like Trevor Lawrence, I feel like he was broken mentally because his confidence was shot. He played bad. He gets hurt, and for you to have the year that you had, and he didn't play bad in the playoffs. He didn't like play terrible.
No,
He
that was probably
competitive.
one of the AFC's better games. Oh, well, I guess
Yes.
Bills Broncos was really good too, but
That was
too many
really, really good.
turnovers.
But I mean, he didn't play terrible in the playoffs. I mean, they lost a close game, so I don't know. I give it to them. The Jaguars are a dysfunctional franchise too, so that kind of like the Patriots aren't dysfunctional. Yeah, they had losing seasons the last couple of years, but they're not a dysfunctional losing franchise. Bears are a historic franchise. Ben Johnson, no one expects the Jaguars to do anything, but they won the division, and they played in a pretty tough division. We were making some noise at one point. The Texans, top defense in the league. So I rest my case. Liam Johnson, coach of the year for me.
Liam Cohen?
Yeah, that's his name, right? Liam Cohen?
You said Johnson.
No. Oh, yeah, you know what I meant.
Couldn't make up your mind.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, that pretty much covers it for the NFL honors, the awards. Don't really have too much to add. So, I guess we could turn the page over to Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick got
Not a Hall of Famer.
snubbed from the Hall of Fame on his first bite at the apple. Yeah. So he is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. And I don't know, like there's a lot of outrage about this, and I get where it's coming from because he's like got the best resume in coaching history, no question about that at the NFL level. But I think I'm gonna take a different, because there's so many people giving their opinion on how much, basically all this outrage, just pure rage on the internet over it, and how it like sort of what's the word I'm looking for? It undermines the sanctity of the Hall of Fame. Basically, it makes it almost like not worthy of a system to properly judge people. And like if Bill Belichick isn't a first ballot Hall of Famer, then what coach is pretty much the argument. Like, I get that. Do you have anything to add to this in terms of what's been said?
It's like a dark cloud around the Super Bowls that the Patriots, especially the early, at least the early ones, right? With the Spygate, that was a big deal. They basically that 2007 season when they got called out for Spygate, I think they lost a couple first round picks or something like that. And then they had the Deflategate, which he tried to, like, no pun intended, but deflect that to Tom Brady and say it was Brady that did that, not him. But still, and then they had, I don't know if you ever heard, but Mike Thomas said that they always had like audio issues every time they played in the Patriots Stadium.
Yeah, Peyton Manning would be like
said the same thing. Yeah,
joking. He would joke about how prior to the week of playing the Patriots, he and his like receivers and stuff would like huddle up in a fucking corner in like the shower of the locker room, like
because they're being bugged.
Bugged locker rooms and like in the showers.
So stuff like that. And then remember, a couple years ago, the Patriots got caught like taping someone in the sidelines during the game.
Oh yeah, Spygate. Are you talking about?
No, not Spygate, but it was something else, like more recent, like in 2017 or something. They got caught recording someone sidelines, and they were trying to say, "Oh, we're a media team. Like, this is not like."
Yeah.
And it turns out they're working for the Patriots. So stuff like that kind of gives like a big asterisk around like the Patriots' success and like, did they have an advantage the other teams didn't have? So I can see why they didn't. Maybe that's why they didn't like give them the first ballot, because there's just so much bad. I don't know. It's like a dark cloud over the Patriots dynasty, just because of all the allegations that they had over their success. And then of course, the media. He was another argument. Well, he was very like condescending to media members.
But who cares?
That was like, who cares about that? Like, that doesn't interfere like with the outcome of games. But this other stuff does. The Deflategate, the Spygate, recording other teams' sidelines during games. That can interfere with outcomes of games. So I feel like that's part of the biggest reason why he wasn't getting in first ballot. And maybe we're all wrong, and then maybe they're just looking at it. Well, it was Brady that did all the work, and we see how you look like after Brady left. You made the playoffs once, and then after that it was downhill.
Yeah, but still, he's too accomplished to even make that argument. I think,
but
that's the problem.
My money is part of the allegations of all the scandals and cheating allegations and stuff like that. That's probably why.
I'm gonna take a unique sort of angle at this. I think I am going to, instead of giving my faux outrage as if I really care about this guy and whether he gets snubbed first ballot, I'm going to advocate for the position of why you would not vote for him. And it really, to me, comes down to one reason. And that reason is he's still coaching. I don't like that he's still writing his story. He could come back to the NFL. Yeah. And if you shouldn't be allowed to continue coaching or playing once you've become a Hall of Famer. That should be a permanent retirement, because you're now a member of the NFL, the Hall of Fame team. And in that sense, if I was a voter and I looked at it in that frame, I would say, hey, he's still coaching football, and he very well may come back to the NFL. His story is not written. Therefore, while he is technically eligible for the NFL Hall of Fame, I don't think it's appropriate to put him in yet, because he is still doing the job when other people need to be retired for 5 years in order to get in. That's the criteria. That's the format. You have to retire for 5 years. You have to be out of the game for a little bit.
Maybe because they're old, not to be like ageist, but like maybe because the they want to make sure that the coach is still alive when they get in the Hall of Fame. You know, Bill Belichick's almost like 80 years old, so like, well, like coaches in general, you know, when they retire, they're usually kind of up there in age, and they want to make sure they can at least be there for their Hall of Fame. Maybe that's why they have that's my idea why they have a 1 year eligibility compared to players is because.
Oh wait, the coaches only have 1 year?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, they only have 1 year. You only have,
nevertheless,
that's why he was eligible because he.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Nevertheless, I still think.
But I get what you're saying. Yeah,
I still think if he's still actively coaching football at either a professional, collegiate. Now, if he was like doing his local high school, like Pee Wee, Pop Warner,
yeah,
that's like a whole different. That's like a hobby at that point.
College
for
is pretty much
man.
pro at this point because they're getting paid.
Yeah,
but
there's money involved. It's big business, and players get directly drafted from that level into the NFL. So it's sort of like a junior league. Or like AAA or whatever.
So imagine if he does get in the Hall of Fame, and then next year he's like, "Oh, I'm coming back to the NFL."
Yeah, I don't like that. You have a Hall of Famer coaching.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that he could do with his legacy. Not that it would change, what he's already accomplished, but like, but his story wouldn't be fully written, and he's already got his gold jacket. That feels weird to me. I don't like that. So
I don't like that either.
Coming from that angle, I can totally understand why you wouldn't want him in. It's not that I agree, not that I disagree with the fact that he deserves to get in. Of course he deserves to get in, but I don't want him in yet. And if that means he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, as if that's so significant, it's really not. It's really whether you get in or you don't. But people have made all this noise about whether you're first ballot or whatever ballot. To me, that's not super significant. But he just have to wait. Retire from football, and then you'll get in. To show us that you're not coming back to the game. You're not going to continue doing the job. Keep writing your story. Once your story's written, and we feel comfortable about that, then you deserve to get in the Hall.
Well, maybe because he retired 2 years ago, right? Yeah, because last year was Gerard Mayo.
I don't know what the eligibility. I don't understand it at all for coach. I don't know.
Maybe
I didn't know.
2 years, not 1 year.
It's 2 year.
NFL coaches are eligible for the Pro Football Hall of Fame after one full season after retiring. Oh, I guess
maybe with the way the playoffs or like the timing of it has to be like an exact year, and he wasn't retired for an exact 365 days or whatever. I don't know. Maybe there's some weird technicality there, but yeah. I don't have a huge problem with him being kept out because he's still coaching.
He's still coaching. That's why I was like, that's why I learned about why the eligibility is because I didn't know that until he got snubbed. I'm like, well, damn, I didn't even know he was eligible because he just retired. Like
I didn't know that either. To be honest.
Like, I know it was 5 years, but I didn't know coaches had to wait shorter length of time until this happened with Bill Belichick. Because I was like, damn, I know it hasn't been no 5 years. I know I'm not that old yet. I was freaking out a little bit. I was like, he retired like 2 years ago, so I was like, how is he already eligible? I was like,
that's weird that their eligibility, and I know your argument about like, oh, they get up there in age or whatever.
Yeah, you don't want to die.
Yeah, I kind of get that, but at the same time, it's so weird. Players who have to wait 5 years, and then a coach can take a year off and go to the booth or be a broadcaster at a desk, talk about football at halftime, get into the hall, and decide to return to coaching. I don't like that.
I don't like that either. Yeah, I guess you would assume once a coach is done coaching, they're done and they're retired. But I mean, because Sean Payton, he was doing like TV stuff for a while, and he never. I never. That's why I didn't know until Bill Belichick. I was like, damn. I thought you had to be like retired, like not coaching in college or anything like. But
yeah, there has to be like sufficient reason to believe you're not going to come back to the game and the league, and there is not sufficient reason. No,
Mike Tomlin would be like eligible, quote unquote, like in 2 years, and then what if he's just like, I don't know,
ready to come back, or like if Jimmy Johnson or something went back to coaching, I'd be like, no, this is stupid. Like, but they had sufficient reason to believe Jimmy Johnson was done.
I mean, he was retired. I mean,
because he wasn't
I started
coming
watching
back.
Football. Yeah, but I mean, he wasn't even coach. By the time I was watching football, he was already like on Fox doing like
Yeah.
pregame shows and all that. So, or like Bill Cowher, he pretty much retired like right after I started watching football, and
And they're
none
not
of them have come back.
Yeah,
now.
exactly. And they're not coaching college either.
Yeah, they're just
You know,
in TV.
so there's a difference.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, as far as first ballot, I think that does play. It does. I think it does matter, especially like for like a Terrell Owens. Like you saw, he was so upset that he got in on the third ballot. He threw his own ceremony and didn't go to the actual Hall of Fame ceremony, which was kind of ridiculous because he was a first ballot Hall of Famer. As far as a football player, yeah, maybe he had like the off the field issues and he was like a cancer to the locker room, but on the field, man, he balled out every week.
Yeah.
And,
yeah, team obliterator.
yeah.
Yeah, Skip Bayless damn near kept that guy out, I feel like.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Like I said, the NFL is weird like that. They're media. I don't know. It's like almost like they're basing their votes off emotional response instead of logical response. And I don't know how I feel about that.
But is that not a logical argument, though, that his story's not written?
Yeah, because imagine you got in this year and then he comes back and then he wins 4 more Super Bowls. He comes back to the NFL, wins 4 Super Bowls. Like, oh, do we have to put you back in the Hall of Fame for second?
Like,
make you a new
give
bust?
you a second jacket, like,
yeah,
because when you went to the Hall, we celebrated these achievements, and now you have this whole new list of achievements, and we're never gonna see you celebrate. There's never gonna be a formal celebration of that part of your career.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
Imagine a voter came on to one of these shows they're crying and bitching about how this undermines the integrity of the Hall of Fame and says his story's not fully written. He's still coaching football at, a collegiate level. I think that would at least make people understand.
Yeah.
And I think although I know there's a lot of people that would not like that argument. They would say it's stupid, but I think a lot of people that, like you, would. Like, oh yeah, he's still coaching football. He could come back.
That's why I was shocked that he was eligible. I'm like, he's still coaching. Like, how is he eligible? I was like, and did he even? I don't think he even announced he was retiring from coaching as far as from the NFL.
No, you don't announce your retirement if you go to college. You don't say I'm retiring from the NFL, but I still want to. No one does that.
Because now I'm starting to think like all these coaches that were off for like a year, like Mike McCarthy. Well, not the best example, but let's just say Mike McCarthy was like, had a couple chips under his belt, and because he took last year off, and he's coming back this year, coach the Steelers. But wouldn't that mean how come they never brought him up as a eligibility or whatever, or like Sean Payne when he took that time off and he was in Fox for like a year or two after the Saints.
Now imagine a scenario like Andy Reid gets sick or something, has a battle with some illness and has to take a year off, and then intends to return to coaching. Does that mean he gets in the Hall of Fame? Like it's weird.
It's weird. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I guess they should have just asked Bill Belichick like. Well, first of all, they should have just waited for him to just be done coaching, period. Like,
really?
No college, no nothing. Like, at least, and ask him, like, hey, do you plan on coming back? If he says, like, no, I'm good. Like, I'm done. Then you can, put him in the eligibility bucket and, because now he just took up a spot for someone else. And, I don't know. I know a lot of people made a big deal about, like, if this is not a first ballot Hall of Fame coach, then no one is. And, well, I mean, he's like you say, he's still coaching. I didn't think of it that way, but now that you kind of spin it that way, yeah, I kind of agree. Like, he's still coaching. Like, his story's not done. For all we know, I mean, I know that the pro football has their Hall of Fame for the NFL, and then there's a college Hall of Fame for the college coaches and players, but still, like,
you're still coaching at a high level of football.
At a high level of football, and he never announced that he was done coaching in the NFL. He got fired. Now that I remember, he got fired. He didn't quit. He got fired.
Yeah, he didn't retire. There was no retirement.
Yeah, there was no retirement. He got fired. Like,
because no one would announce retirement if they're gonna go coach college. No one would do that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, let me double check. But last I checked, he got fired.
Yeah, he definitely got fired. It might have been like a mutual parting of ways, but he definitely got fired. They went in a different
And
direction.
I forgot he was even interviewing for who did he interview? I think the Falcons last year.
Oh, did he?
Was it yeah. I think he tried to interview with the Falcons. But he wanted to be the GM. They said no, and he didn't get the job.
Yeah, he interviewed for a head coaching job, and
last year,
he should not be in the Hall of Fame yet. You can't be out there interviewing for head coaching jobs and going to the Hall. I think that's stupid. That is so dumb. So yes, he has to wait. He has to wait until he's done. I'm sorry. That's the way I feel about it, and I don't think that's totally unreasonable. You know.
Yeah, it's 24-year tenure with the Patriots in 2024. It reports is late 2025. He is not retired and spoken on his role. Yeah, he's not. It never said he retired from coaching in the NFL. It just said there's speculation that he may return one day, but yeah, he never that's what I was like. He never retired. He got fired.
Yeah. The only guys I think that should get in the Hall while still active are maybe owners.
Yeah.
Because otherwise they will die.
Honestly, I don't.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of weird. Jerry Jones gets in as
not even never. Why are we putting owners in the Hall of Fame? Great job. You got a lot of money for buying the.
Yeah, I know. Just the way they run the organization, I guess, like Bob Kraft and Jerry Jones and shit. They are a part of the NFL story, and that's kind of what the Hall of Fame is more than anything about. You know, can you tell the story of the league without mentioning this guy and this guy, this guy and this guy, or whatever? Yeah. So Jerry Jones is a big part of the league story for sure. So is Robert Kraft, no denying that. And if you said we have to wait until they're done owning the team.
No, I mean
they would definitely just all die. They would all be posthumous.
They never, for one, they're not going to sell the team.
No one wants to sell a team. Yeah,
and they usually just pass it down to the family once they hit the bucket. So no, I'm not saying. They're just because to me they're like, what do you do? All you do is sign off on the check.
Yeah,
that's pretty.
Well, I mean, they do more
I guess
than that,
do that,
but
the coaching, you hire the coach.
Well, they hire the GM,
and the GM
is largely responsible.
They do the business stuff, I guess, and you're not doing the football stuff. That's how I feel like the coaches do the football. They do the schematics, the game plan.
But the owners are in large part responsible for growing the game and hey, should we play overseas? Should we, how should we do advertising? Bring the game to television, sponsorships,
billions of dollars and.
Yeah. But yeah. That's
I like
just
the
how
perspective you gave it. That's a good perspective. Yeah.
That's
because now that I think about it, he's not even retired. So how was he eligible? He got fired.
Yeah, and the fact that people were complaining about how he didn't get in, I just found it weird that he would even get in. I just when I heard that was a possibility, I was like, oh yeah, that just feels wrong. It feels weird. That we're even arguing about this while he's coaching.
When I first saw that, I thought they were changing the rules. I'm like, damn, they're they're going to change the rules for Bill Belichick. Is he dying or something? Because I thought coaches had to wait 5 years.
I thought so too.
I was like, damn, they're making an exception but they're definitely going to get Tom Brady in soon too. Then if that's the case, but
they think his girlfriend's going to kill him.
I guess coaches don't have to wait that long. So maybe Mike Tomlin. The 8-9, or was it 9-9? Yeah, 8-8.
Yeah, 15 straight 8-8 seasons.
Yeah, first ballot Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's weird. Yeah, especially if you're still coaching. I agree. You shouldn't be eligible. You didn't retire officially from the NFL. That means you could come back. And you even interviewed last year for a job.
Last year, and you're coaching collegiate. No. Yeah, you're just not in yet. You can't. But yeah, so that's kind of the perspective I had on that. I guess we could just turn our page over to our last very minor topic. I don't have a ton to say about this, but I just wanted to make mention. Antonio Brown's attempted murder case. And I don't know a whole lot about the specifics. I just wanted to briefly mention, like, man, it's so clear to me that this guy's, like, living with CTE. And it's weird because, you can't test for it, until somebody dies. So there's always, like, that lingering feeling of, like, well, we can't really blame, this. And they get no excuse for their actions because we don't know for sure how to, like, this guy is one of the, if this guy doesn't have CTE, nobody does. It's just made up. No, like, this is one of the most severe cases of CTE I've seen in real time while a person was still living.
Yeah, and I mean, he's kind of, it's fucked up because it's almost like he became like a meme for his CTE, like the spokes, like every time he does something crazy, like they're like, that's the CTE acting up again in him. And it's just like, it's funny, but at the same time, it's also like not funny because, like, damn, what if he really has like really bad CTE and we're laughing at him?
I definitely think he does.
He's like going fucking crazy and he's having like all these, you get violent aggression. And you get just mood swings and all this symptoms. And what happened?
Oh, my stream skipped, or the recording skipped for a couple seconds. Hopefully it didn't screw anything up.
We'll find out. But
that'll be fun.
Yeah, I mean, and everybody points to that Avante Burfict hit that he took on the playoff game against the Bengals.
Yeah,
he got
rocked,
bro.
Yeah. That was one of the worst head-to-head hits I've ever seen.
I saw that live. I was like, damn, did he die? And then he just gets back up. And then, like, after that, he was never the same. He was never the same guy. He started acting out in the locker room. He had the craziest, I guess you could call it, retirement ceremony by walking off mid-game.
Yeah.
Throwing up the peace sign, taking off his gear.
Yeah.
Taking shots at Brady after Brady pretty much saved his career and got him a ring.
Posting up pictures of him hugging on Giselle during celebration of the Super Bowl or whatever.
I'm a Brady hater at heart, but damn, man, even I felt bad for talking like, damn, man, that's
just you don't go there. Why would you do that?
Yeah, you don't.
Giselle don't fuck with you. Everyone knows you're not banging Giselle behind Brady's back. Everyone knows that. She's sleeping with her yoga instructor.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she ain't fucking with you. So why are you doing this? Why are you making shit up?
Yeah, you're burning bridges.
Yeah, you're just burning bridges for no reason. Like, he's irrational. Everything he does is irrational. And when he tries to give a reason for it, it's horrible. There is no reason. It's just pure insanity. It's stupidity, pretty much. So this guy is like really the poster boy for CTE. And I'm not saying like he's not responsible for his actions or anything, but this guy is a danger to society. He needs help. He needs medication. He needs to be at least in an outpatient program. They need to monitor his brain because it's so obvious that he has. When they crack this dude's brain open, if they're allowed to do that, because I really think the family, anybody that has the ability to give permission, they absolutely should, because we're seeing it play out right now. Yeah. Before our very eyes. He's getting worse and worse and worse because that's how CTE is, His brain is basically being eaten. It's eating itself alive, There's nothing. Yeah,
I was like, there's no medication you could take. It's just like,
I know. But like, even like anxiety medication, anything that could fucking, just reduce his
the outburst
propensity to harm others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty tragic as the way his career played out, because that's probably gonna mess up with his. Speaking of Hall of Fame earlier, like once he's eligible, I think he's eligible next year actually.
I don't think he's getting in.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think he's gonna get in first ballot. Maybe not even in. Just the way he walked off midfield.
Yeah,
mid-game.
I don't know if he's getting in.
Which kind of sucked. I'm not an AB fan, but I will admit when he was
with the Steelers,
prime, he was putting up. It was between him and Julio Jones on who was the top receiver of the NFL.
And a lot of people would say him.
A lot of people would say him. So And so basically, like, yeah, he's not gonna get in the Hall of Fame most likely just because of all the antics and stuff like that. But who knows? I mean, if they just base it off his play, then yeah, obviously he's a first ballot. But if not, based off the field issues that and he has, he's probably not gonna get in. He might not get in at all, but maybe he'll get in after a couple tries. But who knows? Um, yeah, man, it's just I guess once he they once he dies, I guess, yeah. Do you have to give permission? The family doesn't have to give permission to. I thought the NFL.
I'm sure he can either give permission, like say after I die, yeah, you can do this, or the family. Yeah, I know, but they need to, man. That
I thought the NFL had final say because they did on Junior Seau. They did, they found out he had CTE. Who else?
We need closure on this. We need to know. We need to know, because when somebody acts this irrationally and just goes insane like this, we need to know what their brain looks like and how bad it got.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the NFL, I know they're trying their hardest, and they definitely don't want that stigma of, you play our game, you're gonna probably have brain problems down the road, and you might be a psychopath. I mean, Aaron Hernandez.
Oh yeah, and people don't like to talk about it.
He had CTE.
Yeah, so people say when they cracked him open,
that he had severe CTE.
One of the worst they'd seen.
Yeah, I don't know. They do that for OJ because I feel like OJ has CTE. He had to have CTE for what he did.
Oh yeah, he's been crazy too.
Yeah,
he's been crazy too. Even after the murder case, he was crazy.
Yeah,
he's been doing weird shit, trying to get his go sneaking into somebody's house and trying to steal his memorabilia back that he sold and shit.
Oh, they didn't test him. OJ Simpson's brain will not be tested for CTE following his death.
There is no test. Oh, he won't?
Yes, his family cremated his body and denied requests.
Damn. Why would you cremate somebody's body and not crack their brain open when
the family didn't want to do it? Family
we need to know. We need closure on that.
Hard no. Despite inquiries from medical centers to study his brain, the family and his estate executor said a hard no to the request. So they wanted no business, which I feel like. I mean, I don't know how you feel about it because I feel like he did do the murders that he was alleged of.
I mean, have you seen The People versus OJ?
Yeah, that was a good show.
Oh, I love that. It's one of my favorite shows, dude. It's just so well done. So well done. And it's so obvious. Even Robert Kardashian is after listening to the case is this guy fucking he did
it. Yeah. And I feel like if the family would have said check him for CT, if it would have came back this guy had traumatic CT, the worst we've ever seen, then that could explain what happened in that murder in the 90s.
It wouldn't have excused it.
It wouldn't,
but it would have given you a reason why he became this way
and how bad CTE is, and it could really lead to someone doing
this shit leads to harm.
Not
just of yourself, because a lot of guys that a lot of guys that are really well adjusted, when they're young and in the NFL, this guy's got a future doing whatever he wants. After he retires in the NFL, he could be a broadcaster. He could be behind the desk doing halftime shows. He could do his own show, podcast. He could be on FS1, whatever he wants to do. Guy's super well spoken, super smart, high football IQ, high just normal IQ, high EQ. Everything going on in his favor. A lot of guys like that end up with really severe CTE. End up not necessarily harming others, but just killing themselves.
Yeah, like Junior Seau, he's or Aaron Hernandez. They just, I don't know, man. I don't think it'll scare anyone away as far as people that play the game, because you'll hear Shannon Sharp say if I would have known what happens to my body after playing in the NFL, I would still do it all over again.
Yeah, a lot of guys feel that way.
They love the game. For one, they love the game.
They love what it provided for them.
It provides, financial
and for their family,
for generations. Yeah, so it's not going to deter oh no, I don't want to play football anymore because I'm scared I'm going to end up with CT. They're like, nah, I love football, and then I feel like I have a future in the NFL, so I'm still going to play the game that I love. So I mean, you understand the risks. There's a high risk, but that comes with a great reward if you make it in the league. But players, and especially now that it's I know back then it was like taboo, like head injuries. You just, they kind of ignored it, the NFL, until they got sued for it. But now that it's pretty much well known, like, that if you play this game, you're most likely gonna, especially
some degree of CTE.
Some degree of CTE is gonna be coming your way. Just a matter of when. But
or how severe.
And how severe. Yeah.
Like some guys maybe don't have it quite as bad, and they're able to sort of live relatively normal life. They just struggle here and there with like depression and shit like that.
I seen like, what was it, Ronnie Harrison? I don't know. You remember Ronnie Harrison, the safety?
Yeah.
He played like super dirty, not dirty, but he played really, really aggressive.
Physical. Yeah.
Physical. Yeah.
Led with his head
I was watching one of it, like NFL Life or something, like the Football Life, where he says he has moments where he just gets like, he has to like isolate himself because he gets like almost like a CTE flare where he just gets like really angry, like aggressive, and he said he has to go downstairs in his basement away from his family and just kind of isolate himself until like that goes away.
It passes.
Yeah. So it's crazy, but yeah, man, it's there's nothing you can. I feel like even with the safety helmets, like who is Dobbs? He wears a big ass helmet with like it's just like padding. Like,
and I'm not sure how much that helps because the collision speeds are so fast.
And like your head's gonna shake no matter what. You basically, I don't fucking know. This is like you basically would just have to. I know they removed head-on collisions, but it still happens because just two guys are running full speed at each other. There's no way that you're gonna be able to adjust your body to aim at their chest or whatever, torso or the legs. But it's just it's inevitable at this point. Like you can't avoid head collisions no matter what you do.
And these guys, they collide at each other. It's the equivalent like of a car accident every time. So, and the human body is just not meant for that level of impact and collision over and over for years and years and years. But yeah, like being able to crack these guys' skulls open post-death, I think it brings a sense of closure.
Yeah.
And understanding what
maybe one day
through.
They could like find a cure for it. Like they can reverse the brain damage.
We're far from that. Or have some kind of medication like that prevents or to slow
getting worse.
Slow the
something like that
decay.
If they can't get rid of it entirely, maybe stop the decay or just control it or slow it down or something to help them out. But yeah. And now we're going to the NFL don't really care because you hear the rumors of the 18 game. There's an 18 game season coming up.
Oh yeah,
soon. So like, does the NFL really care? No.
But at the same time, like, it's your choice.
Yeah, it is. You're not being forced.
The information is out there. No one's holding a gun to your head and saying you have to play in the NFL or even college. See, because that's the thing. Like, you mentioned like Shannon Sharp being like, well. No, even knowing what I know now, I didn't know it back then, but knowing what I know now, I'd do the same shit I did.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change a damn thing. Yeah, and a lot of them are, but like, look at it from my perspective. What if my son is a great athlete? We're outside playing catch, and he's out there with the neighborhood kids or whatever, or maybe even flag football or something, and I'm like, oh, like he's pretty nice, like holy. Yeah. And he wants to play football. What do I do? Because it's one thing for a kid to say they want to play, but as a parent, do I say, yeah, it's okay to live a shitty life? Your brain, you lose your mind after you're 40, if to earn generational wealth or have a shot at the NFL, not even get in the NFL, but to have a shot. I don't know, dude. There's no easy answer. I know. My wife. His mom does not want him to play football for specifically this reason. If it weren't for this, I don't know if she would. Yeah, you could break a leg or tear, a tendon. Yeah. That is like whatever. You can work past that. This is like you just don't even want to fuck with this. And so, as a parent, do I say like no? It's just it's highly irresponsible to. As a parent, to let your kid mortgage their entire lives like that.
Yeah, I was watching an interview with Bo Jackson. He said he has grandkids. He's like, I don't let my kids play football. They're playing baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, any other sport is better than this. As I love this sport and the entertainment it provides me. I don't feel as strongly about any other athletic competition. I don't really even get into UFC, as it can be very exciting. Boxing, no. I can't watch hockey like that. I can't watch
soccer,
basketball even. That's like the second most popular sport right now. Yeah. But even that, it's just not the same.
Yeah.
Soccer's not the same either.
No, not here in the States. Yeah.
Well, not even if it was, I still wouldn't care. Soccer is not like that. Football is awesome. Football is exciting.
The football, at least, here in America, is it's the biggest sport. It's not even close. Like the NFL, when they compare their numbers to the NBA on Christmas Day, it was not even close. So it just shows you how popular football is here in America. But
and there's a reason for that. It's because the game's amazing. And I know like soccer's been grandfathered in around the world, but like in terms of like when you really get into football, like there's just no sport like football. I mean, it is so good. Like the way the games play out is amazing. Like soccer, basketball, it's just not the fucking same, man. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, I love soccer. I played soccer, so I mean, I'd rather play soccer than watch it. It's harder for me to watch. I'd rather just play it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure playing soccer can be enjoyable.
Basketball, I enjoy watching. I mostly enjoy like watching the playoffs in basketball because there's games every day, and it's hard to like dedicate. I'd rather play some video games on a Tuesday than watch.
A
basketball game.
Dude, that's so much sports to watch. I mean,
and football is one day. Well, it used to be one day a week, but still, it's pretty much one day, the whole day you dedicate to watching the game. You got your Monday and Thursday, but still, Sunday's football day. Everybody knows that. It's like, Super Bowl Sunday is like pretty much like a damn holiday. It feels like everybody's glued to their TV watching the Super Bowl.
It really should be a national holiday. I think we should get the following Monday off.
I took Monday off. I took the following Monday off. I think, you know what? I never do this. I asked my boss, like, can I get some PTO on Monday for Super Bowl hangovers? Like, yeah, go ahead.
I think it should be treated. The Monday after Super Bowl should be treated like Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, some jobs will obviously still like gas stations and shit. But certain jobs will still be open, but most of
jobs, let's shut it down. Office closed.
Yeah, like if you work at Target or something, Target's closed. It should be. I mean, it's a part of American culture in a way that even Thanksgiving, like, what are we really celebrating on Thanksgiving? But the Super Bowl is like a modern. Like, this is us.
Thanksgiving we get football, man. What do you mean?
Well, I know, but without football. I mean, without football, like Thanksgiving, we're like celebrating something that happened like 1,000,000 years ago, and nobody really knows why. But the Super Bowl is like that we know why we're here. This is
commercials,
a modern
show.
Yeah, it's Americana.
Yeah. So like, oh man, did you see that one commercial? Because they always have those big commercials that everybody talks about, like
the halftime show.
The halftime show. That's the only time we talk about commercials. Like, oh, did you see that one commercial during the Super Bowl? It was so funny, or whatever the case is. But yeah, man, it's just the Super Bowl, man. That's what, like, tomorrow, like, we don't have a horse in the race. We don't really care for any team, but we're still gonna watch the game. Even if we weren't doing this, even if we were on the Blitz podcast, I would still watch the Super Bowl regardless.
I remember I was on vacation. I was at Disney World one year during the Super Bowl. It was the first Chiefs and 49ers matchup.
2020? Yeah.
Yeah. And I was at Disney World, and I left. My wife and her mom were there, and they went off, did some Disney World shit. I was like, no, I gotta go back to the room and watch the Super Bowl. Yeah. I'm not gonna miss the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't care where we're at, So, yeah. Hopefully it's a good game. God, when the Super Bowl sucks, it just sucks,
It's because it's like a sour way to end the season. Like, man.
Yeah, it'd be like if, Christmas sucked or something. I don't know.
Yeah, like, 'cause last year's Super Bowl sucked, man. Like, it was not even close. Like,
yeah.
I was hoping to see the Chiefs. Like, that'd be cool. Like, I could say I saw history, the first team to win 3 straight Super Bowls. Or
at least just a good game.
Or at least a good game, but it wasn't even that. It was just like Mahomes either getting sacked or throwing an interception. It felt like on every time he dropped back. And then it's just like the Eagles, short field, hand it off, push my butt up over the goal line, or
Yeah. Bunch of tush pushing and
tush
sack
pushing,
taking. It
was not a
game.
good game.
Yeah.
Compared to like the last two Super Bowls prior to that one. Which
Yeah. Usually when the Chiefs are in it, it's usually a pretty good game. Well, no, I guess the Bucks one was kind of shitty.
The Bucks
too.
one was shitty too.
Yeah.
It's either a good game or a blowout.
Yeah. Well, when the Chiefs win, it's usually pretty darn good.
Yeah, they know how to keep the game close.
Yeah.
But yeah, hopefully, tomorrow, the build up, gonna have a cookout, so
yeah,
that's how you know it's a big thing.
We're having people over too. My wife's gonna make a bunch of like snack food, and that's like her favorite part.
We don't do that for week 14. Like, let's have a cookout for week 14. What's going on? It's week 14.
Well, that's the crazy thing is a lot of people do. Like a lot of people gather for football on Sundays. Just any ordinary
it's a
Sunday.
big matchup. Like when the Colts play the Raiders, like I have my whole family over because they're all Raiders fans and I'm a Colts fan. I'm like, hey, I bet you my team's gonna win. Let's come over to my house. We'll watch the game. I'll throw something on the grill, and we'll
just invite your boys over and watch football and shit.
Talk shit. Yeah,
it's something to do. It's a reason to gather. So people gather up for regular games, and no other sport is like that. Just none.
Yeah, like hey, it's Tuesday night. Who's playing the Cavaliers versus the Knicks? All right, no, it's Tuesday night, man. I don't want to come over and watch basketball.
Even if it was Lakers versus Celtics, no one's gathering for basketball like that.
Yeah, unless it's the only time I gather people over is the finals.
Even then, it would have to be like a game 7 or just like the final like game. Yeah.
But Super Bowl Sunday, man. Can't wait for tomorrow. I always feel like the Super Bowl Sunday takes forever for the game to start because you're usually like watching all the
on the halftime
shows.
Yeah, so it takes forever. And the halftime show, to be quite honest, like a lot of times I just
the halftime
take a break.
Show, that's when I go take my break. I go eat something. Or
I know everyone wants to watch it. Everyone else seems to.
I'll watch it I'll watch it if I like the artist. Like, what was it?
The Rams Super Bowl in SoFi with
Snoop Dogg,
Eminem.
I watched that.
Everybody,
I feel like everybody watched that one. Yeah. And then I like who was the last year? Who was last year's halftime?
Oh fuck!
I did like the Shakira one with the J-Lo. That one was pretty nice. A lot of eye candy.
I don't remember who was last year. I don't know.
Last year, shit. Kendrick Lamar. It was. Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. That was all right, I guess.
I'm not like a big Kendrick. I don't really listen to much modern rap, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Kendrick fan. And the year before that, I liked the Usher one was all right. I just didn't like the audio quality on the because I like Usher, so I was like, I like Usher, so I'll check that one out. I think that was.
He's got some old classics.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, tomorrow's with Bad Bunny. I don't really listen to Bad Bunny.
I don't know nothing about that dude. Although is Green Day? It's not part of the halftime. They may be opening the Super Bowl. I don't know. I heard something about Green Day.
I didn't hear about Green Day. I heard that Kid Rock was having his own halftime show, like Turning Point.
Oh.
But I'm not the biggest I'm not a Bad Bunny fan either. I was an odd choice for the Super Bowl. Guy that doesn't sing English music. It just kind of weird.
Real weird.
I get that he's like especially in the Hispanic community, he's like. Every time I go to a club or something where they play some Spanish music, they always play Bad Bunny, and the girls love him. Like a lot of it's mostly girl music or not girl music, but most of his audience is women. Like all my girl cousins love Bad Bunny. That's all they listen to when they go out to drink to the clubs is Bad Bunny. So he makes a lot of music for clubs and for women, pretty much to like shake their ass to, I guess. But as far as for a Super Bowl artist, nah, I'm not really digging that option.
Yeah, it's weird. Green Day is going to do the opening ceremony, whatever that is, for the Super Bowl. And I don't know how you feel about rock music, but I loved Green Day as a kid. The Green Day has so many good hits.
I like that one song that they always played. I Walked This Lonely. Was it Boulevard of Broken Dreams?
Yeah, they also have that. I hope you have
idiot.
the time of your life.
I'm not trying to get us copyrighted by YouTube and get sniped
with your fucking skills. I mean, the AI algorithm, they're just gonna sense that right away. We're fucked. They're American Idiot, Longview.
Yeah.
God, they have some good ones.
What's the one with the count sheep? We can't sleep. I'm counting sheep. I don't remember what it was called.
That might be Longview.
Is it Longview?
Close my eyes, take
yeah.
me away to paradise.
I'm counting sheep and
I'm so damn bored. I'm going blind, and I smell like shit. I got no motivation.
But maybe, I like some soft rock. I like if it's catchy. I like shit. I like that one song by Avril Lavigne, "So Complicated." That just reminds me of my childhood because I remember hearing that a lot on the school bus.
Yeah.
You gotta make things so complicated. I was like, damn, that shit reminds me of second grade. But I mean, I'll listen to whatever is catchy. But yeah, like Super Bowl halftime show is whatever.
Yeah. My wife, she's like, we have very different tastes in music, dude. It's super dude. Like,
she like country.
Well, she can fuck with country. I cannot fuck with country at all.
Me neither.
Like, God, I'd rather listen to nothing than that. Like, if that's all music was, like, oh, we have country music and that's
I like
it.
as I got older, I like R&B.
I would not like music.
Like R&B.
Rhythm and blues. I don't know.
90s, I like 90s R&B a lot as I got older.
Like, I can't think of what is an R&B song like
Usher. You Make Me.
That's
Wanna,
R&B.
Mary J. Blige.
Like, to me, like, what's the difference between R&B, hip hop, and rap? Like, I don't fucking know.
R&B is more like singing,
like pop.
Yeah, I like pop. I guess
like
Michael Jackson. I like Michael Jackson's.
Yeah. So R&B is basically like gangster pop.
Nah, it's more like gangster love music, pretty much. No, not gangster, but it's just like love music. It's more like just singing that you love someone.
Rhythm. R&B stands for rhythm and blues, right?
Yeah.
So what? Dude, there's this joke I can't. It's so bad. Like, I went to heard. I don't know where I heard this one. It was from something, and somebody's like, "What does R&B stand for?" And they're like, "I don't know, rap and black people." What the fuck, bro? It rhythm and blues. That don't mean shit. Like, where's the blues? What the fuck is rhythm?
You're rhyming your sadness to the beat.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just how I interpret it. Is you're rhyming your sadness to the beat.
I don't know. To me, blues music and R&B, I don't know. I don't know where they get that from. So,
well, rhythm and blues goes like way back. It's like I just like 90s R&B with Usher, Mary J. Blige, all that. But I like some soft rock. I guess I like Nirvana, but they're not soft rock. Nirvana's more like
they're grunge.
Yeah,
90s grunge.
Like yeah, that's some catchy songs.
What's that band? Fuck, I like their songs. I like. God, why can't I think of any names lately? That are a lot like Nirvana. That they.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I don't know if I would call them. They're 90s for sure, but I don't know if I would call them grunge.
Band. Pearl Jam.
That's the fucking name of the band I was talking about. Yeah, Pearl Jam. I don't know why I couldn't think of them. I listen to one of their songs all the time. It's like one of my better get hype songs. But yeah, I like classic rock. I love 90s music.
All genres of 90s?
Not like all genres, but
almost. I like a lot of music from the 90s, different genres.
Like you ever heard of that song Rain, or was it No Rain, by Blind Melon? Like classic 90s music like that. You had like Matchbox 20 and Third Eye Blind's kind of okay. Sugar Ray, Smash Mouth.
He was in Scooby-Doo, wasn't he? Sugar Ray.
He might have been.
Yeah, he was. He was in Scooby-Doo. He had the shit, I don't know what song he had in Scooby-Doo, but he was in Scooby-Doo. Sugar Ray. I remember Sugar Ray because he was in Scooby-Doo, and I used to watch that movie all the time, the live action one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's one reason I know him, because he was on there.
Oh, Sublime. Sublime's one of my favorite bands. But God, yeah, Sublime. There's a lot of 90s music. But like a lot of them are kind of one-hit wonders, so it's like I can't list them as a
Yeah, I
band.
would say that's why I like YouTube, because I just play like one 90s song that I like, and then it'll like take me down their algorithm of all these other 90s songs that I didn't even know, because I don't know the names. I just hear them on the radio when I would be at work or whatever.
Yeah.
In the car.
Oh, Dave Matthews Band. I already said Matchbox 20. God, what is that
Matchbox
band?
20. They sing that one song, I'm Not Crazy, right? Matchbox 20. I'm Not Crazy.
Oh, Blues Traveler. Love Blues Traveler. They were a great 90s. Like I already said, Blind Melon. Yeah.
Oh, they sing that song Unwell. That's what it was called. Unwell.
Bare Naked Ladies.
I would have to hear the songs.
Yeah. They're a bunch of like 90s era shit. I don't know how else to categorize it other than just like 90s music.
Sandstorm by, what's that called? Darunde. Sandstorm. Darude Sandstorm. You know that song?
Mm-mm.
You know, I'm sure if you heard it, you would it's like an infamous meme song. When everyone asks what's the name of that song, they're like Sandstorm by Darude. It's that one techno song. They play it in Bad Fur Day when you're at the club with the Rocks.
Whoa. What is it called?
Sandstorm. I'm sure if you hear it, you would recognize it right away. It's like the one of the earliest memes I could think of when I first got on the internet. When every time you would ask the name for a song, they'd be like Darude Sandstorm. And even though that was not the name of the song.
Yeah, I do. I listen to it. Yeah.
Every time I hear that song, I think of Bad Fur Day, because you play Bad Fur Day, right?
Conquer?
Yeah.
A long time ago. Was that in there?
Yeah, when he goes in the club with the rock people and he's like shit faced, he starts pissing everywhere. You have to like piss on the rocks and move them to the obstacle, whatever. But yeah, they played that song in the game.
Most of my exposure to Conquer though came from the Xbox remake.
Oh, I don't know.
Live and Reloaded. I
played the remake. I just never beat it all the way through like I did the original one on 64. I don't know if that was in the remake the song. Maybe it should have. I don't know. But yeah, that's that game. That I know for sure on the 64 one, it was in the game.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know it was a real song until I got on the internet.
I've definitely heard it before though.
Yeah,
I only had to listen to like 1 second of it to know.
Yeah. I like that song. It's catchy. I think I have it on my iTunes. I'm pretty sure I do. Let me see.
But yeah, my wife, she always be like, you like music a lot of music with no words. Because for her, like, listening to the lyrics is like the best part. For me, I just like a good vibe. That's not to say I won't listen to music with lyrics in it, but I have like whole playlists of shit with like barely lyrics. Well, yeah, like EDM and whatever.
Techno music, I guess.
Yeah, like it's kind of. I don't call it techno. Techno. I don't really what I listen to call it techno, but it's just EDM, generic electronic music. And,
I like
drum and bass. Like
isn't David Guetta? David Guetta, he does EDM, right?
I don't know. I don't know if I don't know artists like that. I just find songs I like that
I like
have
some of his songs.
Good vibe.
But
they're like great to like if you're gonna play like a multiplayer game like StarCraft or like a fighting game, you could just like bump that in the background and it gets you in a good rhythm.
I can't do that. I used to like back in the day. I would when I used to have my PSP as my MP3 player, I would have it like hooked into my ear like all day. Even when I got home from school, I get on Call of Duty. I remember back in the day, the headset would only have like one side because you'd only hear from the one side, and then
I remember
your other ear was left alone. So I was like, I plug in my headphones and be jamming out of music. And now I have to I can't play like that because now I have to hear like the footsteps and everything. So I have both of my ears covered or whatever with the headset. I was like, I don't know how I used to do that back in the day, and it used to be decent. Because now, like, I feel like you have to hear the game because you have to hear the footsteps.
Yeah.
And
well, I mean, if you're not gonna go like try hard sweat mode, you could still just do it. You don't care about like doing.
You gotta be try hard now these days. I feel like in multiplayer, or else you're just gonna get mollywopped, and it's not gonna be a fun experience. That's what, like,
that's the problem. Like, it's everything's so sweaty, dude.
Yeah, like I could hop on Call of Duty after school, and I'm playing on a CRT. I could barely hear the damn speakers. Well, CRT had decent speakers, but you know what I mean. Like, and I have my headset on, then I got my fucking music playing, and I'm out here like putting in work on Call of Duty 4, and now I can't do that. Now I have to like make sure I can hear the game super loud, so I can hear the footsteps, so I can like do a turnaround shot before they get me. And yeah, nah, I can't play like laxative. I can't play relaxed. I guess I can't play relaxed. I have to be like locked in. I have to like sit up. I can't be like leaning back. I have to like
sit up. I know sit up energy. Yeah,
I have to like be fucking hunching over, fucking getting scoliosis for the fucking game. And
I hate that sit up. Like like if I'm playing on this chair, because it's so close to a TV that is of 65 inch. Like it literally would not be worth getting a bigger TV. Otherwise, you go cross-eyed. I can chill with like my lap board, keyboard, and mouse.
Yeah,
and lean back in it while playing multiplayer, because I'm just so close.
But are you like because I usually sit right there on my little, what's that shit called? It's a little sofa. I guess it's a little sofa. It's
futon?
The one that turns futon. Yeah, it's the one that turns into a bed too. But yeah, my little futon. I could sit on there when I'm playing single player games, but when I'm playing like multiplayer, I have to
be like you're not allowed to sit back.
I have to sit on my computer chair and sit like right in front of the TV, so I can like see everything. I could.
Yeah. When I'm on a monitor, like I usually feel like I have to like
lean in.
You know what I mean? But on that chair, because the TV's so big, I could still see everything, so I don't feel that way so bad. But like I really don't even sweat in multiplayer games anymore. Like if I have to sit up, I don't even care. Like I won't play it.
I have to sit up. Sometimes I stand up too when I get real serious.
God damn.
When it gets real serious, I'm like, let me stand up. Fucking standing up, fucking legs spread out. Fucking sweating. Like it's a real, especially when I'm playing like a sports game. Yeah. Because the sports game is just you and the other person. So I'm like, it's a one-on-one at this point, sports game. Especially like, I don't, the only sports game I play online competitive is FIFA. So I'm like, I was like, I can't let this guy show me up, man.
I feel like 1v1s are like some of the best games to like, if you're trying not to do just like get pissed, like you find a good opponent that's around your level, and if they play like honestly and don't use like gimmick bullshit, then that's like some of the best multiplayer gaming you can have.
No, I like to win convincingly. I don't like I don't like stressing because then I start raging, breaking stuff, but that's the only game that gets me like that is sports games. Just because I can't blame my team, I am the team. So I'm like, I get real frustrated. I start cussing at the TV.
I think 1v1s are great though.
The hinges. Yeah, it's a nasty sight when I'm playing a sports game online.
Because you're only accountable to yourself, you know.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that. And
I like that too.
Especially if you find a good opponent that's like not like a fucking cheese, you know, like a gimmick player where it's just like they want to frustrate you into submission, where you're like, I can beat this strategy, but the execution of that is going to bore me so much that I'm gonna make a mistake and I'm gonna like get pissed and not want to play.
Yeah.
People that do that just try to frustrate you to death, like fuck those guys. Like I don't like. But if they're an honest player, like 1v1 like fighting games and like StarCraft and shit, yeah, I love that. Madden, whatever your drug of choice may be, yeah, those are good times. Those are like the best games to me to play. But yeah, playing Battlefield, like this new Battlefield, like that game just angers me. Like it just frustrates the fuck out of me. Like
it does,
feeling like you die in like 2 frames. Like God, fuck.
I need to add more maps. I haven't played it in a while though, but
yeah, I haven't played it in a long time either. Like after I played the beta probably more than the game.
Yeah, I would say probably the same. No, I put a lot of time in the actual game. I think I'm like at 50 or 60 hours in the game. That's a lot of time for me because I try to play other games I don't want to be like focused on one game. Like right now I'm just playing like through. I took a break from. I beat Mass Effect 2, great game.
So you're starting to get the hook, man.
Yeah. Well, I took a break. I was like, well, I was like, I'd never played Resident Evil 8, so I was like, might as well get that out the way real quick. Cause I was always like intimidated by Resident Evil games. I always thought they were kind of hard. Like, and then I hate puzzles, and I'm already stuck in Resident Evil 8 on the puzzle, and I'm like, I don't know what else to do, and I'm losing my patience because I don't like looking up guides. So I'm like, I spent like an hour right now before we got on just trying to figure out.
Have you played the original game?
PS1.
Well, the remake. They remade it.
Yeah, I
with
played
better graphics. You can play that. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I would say my uncle was a huge Resident Evil fan, and that's why I play like all like the PS1 ones and the GameCube ones.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was a little kid, they were like the hardest games there, especially with the.
Oh yeah, the original, dude. Those puzzles are fuck. I couldn't solve them when I was like really young.
When I was young, and then on top of that, like you gotta like use some like. You can't shoot everything, especially in the original Resident Evil games. You can't shoot everything you see. You gotta.
Yeah. Those are like a hard game, like as a younger kid, to wrap my head around too.
Yeah, like me being in Resident Evil 2 remake, it was like me like beating like one of my biggest gaming demons. Because as a little kid, I could never play Resident Evil 2 because as soon as I got to the police station, I'd be out of ammo and I just fucking die all the time. And for me to actually beat the actual, I mean, it's the remake and it's obviously way better controls and all that, but just beating the game, it just kind of like took a lot of weight off my gaming chest per se. And I beat 2 remake, I beat 4 remake, I beat 4 back in GameCube days, but and then I beat 7 and I'm trying to beat 8. I know I have to go back play 1 and 3, but I heard the 3 remake sucks because they took a bunch of stuff out, so I'm like and then
I still had fun with it for what it was, you know, because I didn't play the original Resident Evil 3, so I didn't really have any expectations built up. But I went back and looked at like how much they took out and whatever. It's not a big deal to me because what the game was still pretty enjoyable, you know.
Yeah.
So like
I just say puzzles and games, man. That's what like I get it, but. I get frustrated.
If the puzzle game is good, I like puzzles and games, but
like someone like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm at the part where I'm at that mannequin and I just got like I don't know what I have to do because I got the mannequin, I took her apart and I look at the clues and I don't know what to do next. Like I washed the ring off with the blood. You played 8, right? Resident Evil 8?
Yeah. I don't remember having like any puzzles like
I don't maybe it's not even I don't even think it's I just don't know like because I'm locked. I need a key for an elevator and I don't know where to find a key. I looked all over the damn areas that I have access to and I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I don't remember Resident Evil 8 like having any puzzles that like slowed me down. Yeah.
I also just suck at puzzles. I suck at riddles and puzzles and that's what Resident Evil does to you and it takes me a little bit longer than most, I guess. But
yeah,
I'll figure it out. I know for sure I'll try to beat it by this end of this weekend, and I want to get back into Mass Effect 3 and try to beat that before Resident Evil 9 comes out. Yeah, that one does look cool, and it's third person, and I could get behind that.
Yeah, for sure.
You're Leon again, which I already played.
This is nice. Yeah, he's like 4. The character everybody wants to play as. Yeah, he is like the Resident Evil character to me.
Oh, I forgot Resident Evil 6. Yeah, I got it. I heard that one's really long.
That's the only mainline one. Well, 0. But yeah, 6 is the only mainline one I haven't played. Yeah, I'm not even a horror fan usually, but I played a lot of them. I don't know why.
I'm not either. Horror games stress me out, but I'm seeing my way through it.
Yeah.
And then
the horror games I really like are like I said last time, horror games that have like the atmosphere, but don't have like a super limited bullets where you have to run around enemies.
Yeah, that's what
I like to be able to shoot shit. I like to interact with the game. Like I like gameplay.
Yeah.
So like if you have a scary atmosphere, that's fine.
So you didn't like Outlast then?
You see,
because that one you don't even have a weapon. You just
I have respect for what the game does, but yeah, I did play it for whatever reason. I end up playing this game. I played Alien Isolation as well. I have played that. It's a very unique game. I loved the atmosphere. Respect the hell out of the atmosphere. But I would not play Alien Isolation. I don't think, like, I would never do another full playthrough of that game.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's like you said, it's a unique experience.
Yeah, worth experiencing, but like it's not that fun of a game. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, because you're pretty much just, it's like a big hide and seek game. Pretty much, you hide from the alien.
Yeah, and the alien AI is really cool, and I love the atmosphere, love the art direction, but not that fun. So it's not a game I would ever revisit because it's just not that much fun.
Locker simulator, because all you do is fucking most of the game you spend hiding in the lockers from the alien.
Mm-hmm. And mind you, I like stealth games, but I like a little gameplay with my stuff, like Splinter Cell or Metal Gear, Batman.
I love Metal Gear.
So yeah,
especially Metal Gear 1. I could replay that game over and over and never get tired of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's one of my favorite games ever. Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yeah, Splinter Cell is definitely like my go-to stuff.
I like Splinter Cell. I never really cared for the story like that, but I do like Splinter Cell. As far as in terms of gameplay, like especially when I play like Chaos Theory back when I got the original Xbox, that was one of the earlier games I played on that system. Yeah. I was just like blown away by everything. Like the graphics were like top notch. The gameplay, like you can make noises to attract guys, and you have like a little light meter to see how visible you are in the shadows, and yeah, you can go commando and just say fuck it and just start killing everybody. It'll hurt your rating at the end, but
yeah. Splinter Cell stories have always been like okay, you know.
Yeah, like
they're like okay.
Hollywood movie.
Yeah, like military
like
stories, but
Netflix movie. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what Splinter Cell should try to attempt to do?
Game.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But like the Heart of Darkness motif. That's like one of my favorite stories. If you can pull it off, your shit will be amazing. Like I'm thinking like Apocalypse Now and Spec Ops: The Line. Like that style of story is so good if you can pull it off. But usually when anyone tries to do like a major Heart of Darkness motif, like narrative structure, they end up traveling down the Heart of Darkness themselves. Like they like as you stare into the abyss stares back onto you. Yeah. It's basically like when you try to do Heart of Darkness, you take a journey into the Heart of Darkness. So, and like Apocalypse Now and Spec Ops were very troubled developments and productions. So, yeah, like Francis Ford Coppola during Apocalypse Now, like we went to the jungle and we all went fucking crazy during that movie. But it's like one of the best movies of all time, though.
Never seen it.
Oh, dude, it's on YouTube for free.
YouTube, but they got ads, and I heard they censored the movie.
Censored? Did they censor it? I don't remember.
Probably do. I mean, YouTube don't allow nudity or gore, so I would assume they would.
But I don't know if it has like much nudity or gore in it.
Yeah, I would say unless it's like a
though.
PG-13 movie or like a rated PG movie, then I would assume that
there is violence in it, but like.
I don't know. I never watched the movie.
I remember like watching it on YouTube, and the guy's leg gets blown off, and like it is shown. It is shown.
Spaghetti. Some of those edits they do, it's kind of funny. On
well, I mean,
TV.
It is an old movie, so like I don't know. But you should definitely watch Apocalypse Now, though. Like that is a like must-see movie, and it's not like one of those like intellectual films like Citizen Kane or some shit where it's like very film student like. It is like it is a good movie.
1979.
It's old, but it's good.
Got Martin Sheen on it and Harrison Ford and Lawrence Fishburne.
Harrison Ford's barely in it, to be honest with you. Martin, what is his name?
Lawrence Fishburne is in it.
What's his name? Yeah, but he was a youngster in it.
He was free on Plex.
He was a young boy. Yeah, free on YouTube as well. That's one of those movies, though. When you start watching it, I don't think you'll get bored. Like it's sort of like the
I
movie
struggle watching.
equivalent
That's
of a
one thing I
page
struggle
turner.
with is watching movies, man. I'm like,
Me too.
I get
Me
so
too.
distracted. I just end up being on my phone. I'm like, well,
Yeah, like it's hard for me to commit to a movie because I just like, I want to do something else.
yeah, I'm sitting
Like,
there and like start going on my social media.
The movie gets boring, dude. A lot of movies are fucking boring.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I did enjoy the last movie I saw was The Rip on Netflix. I did enjoy that one. That was actually pretty cool. I'm like, wow, when I actually sit down and watch the movie, it can sometimes be enjoyable. I mean, there are some movies where or when I go to the theaters and I'll actually, you can't have your phone out anyway. So I have no choice but to actually watch the movie. And I'm like, I enjoy it. Like I enjoyed Weapons last year. I think that's the only movie I went to go see in theaters last year was Weapons. And, but shit, I could barely watch regular TV shows. Like, I've been watching Moon Knight on Disney Plus, and it's like I'm like zoning in and out. I'm on my phone, social media, and most of the episodes are playing.
That's why I like games. They really keep me engaged.
Games too now. And as I got older, like when I was playing Resident Evil earlier today, I was like, once I got stuck, I was like, let me check on social media, see what's going on around the world.
Well, you got to play an engaging game. That's like I like games a lot with a lot of gameplay in it. Force GTA me to 6. Play it.
I'm just waiting for GTA.
GTA
6.
does not like have a shitload of gameplay either, though.
It does. You could drive, you could shoot, you do whatever.
But that's like I'm talking about a game like that.
Like Battlefield, like where you had to you can't.
Well, Battlefield, any multiplayer game.
Yeah,
really
like any multiplayer
game,
you can't
engaged.
Look at your phone because you might get killed. So,
shit. Well, multiplayer games always have the downside though of
no pausing either.
Well, in between matches, that is the downtime where you get distracted and shit.
Yeah, then and they're like, "Are you playing?" And then you get booted out.
Yeah.
But
we probably should just end the podcast, bro. We need to shut this shit down. We keep talking about some bullshit.
Yeah, but we'll be back, man. After the Super Bowl, see how the game goes tomorrow.
Yeah,
give you all our thoughts. Hopefully, we have a lot to speak about. Hopefully, it's a great game where we have a lot to speak about and not some bullshit where we kind of have to like, damn, what are we gonna talk about?
Yeah, that's going to be the struggle. I mean, if it's a shitty game, we end up talking about commercials and stuff. That's going to be. Because honestly, I don't watch the Super Bowl for commercials, so
I don't either.
If I'm forced to talk about that, like, it's gonna be a shit show, man. So anyway, I'm hungry. I haven't eaten much at all today. As soon as I woke up, I had to run out the door because my wife had to take the car to the shop, and it was a whole ordeal. So yeah, man. Looking forward to Super Bowl Sunday. It's going to be fun. Since I don't have a dog in the race, I'm going to be able to enjoy the food. When the Rams are in it, I know she made a bunch of food, and I couldn't eat. Like, I was stressed out, dude. I wasn't hungry.
Colts haven't been in Super Bowl since I was in high school, so I just eat every Super Bowl now.
Yeah, you wouldn't. every Super Bowl. Like, when would you? You wouldn't know, man.
Yeah, I'm eating good every Super Bowl.
Yeah, the last time the Colts have won is like when you became a fan. So
yeah, pretty much.
So like, I don't know.
Sadly.
I mean, they did make it to that AFC Championship once, but they got blown out. So
after Manning, see, that's why I didn't eat for that game. I was like, depression.
Yeah,
depression hit. But now I'll look forward to it again tomorrow. It's the last game of the year, man, until the fall. So I just hope it's good, it's fun, and it's one of the games where we talk about for a while. At least talk about like, man, that game was so crazy.
Reflect back on it as Super Bowl history, like
it was a hell of a game.
Remember,
the first Seahawks Patriots game, like
epic.
I still talk like they should have handed the ball to Marshawn, man.
Yeah,
like, well,
that will live on in infamy. Yeah,
forever. If they can win this game, the Seahawks, and if they somehow miraculously get in the same scenario and they actually hand it off, not Marshawn, but Kenneth Walker, and they win the game off the walk-off touchdown from a 1-yard handoff, maybe it'll.
Yeah. Hopefully it has a crazy story like that, like 28-3 or something.
Yeah, or that's the game that made me stop watching football for one season. I was like, I can't do this. I'm tired of seeing Brady win.
Bro, if it wasn't Brady though, you would have enjoyed that game.
I would have, but I was just like, fucking Brady did it again. And not only did he do it again, he did the greatest comeback ever. And now now I can't deny he's like the GOAT. So I'm like,
yeah,
that's all I'm gonna hear. And I don't want to hear that.
That game was insane.
That one hurt me. I still ate though, but that one hurt. I still ate, but damn, I was eating while watching the game. I was like, fuck, man, he's really about to do the greatest.
Some good ass
ever.
food, but
yeah,
this sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Even though it was Brady, like the game was so entertaining. Like
it was.
I didn't care.
Like, fuck, he's really about to come back on the Falcons, and
yeah.
Hey, look what happened to the Falcons. Their timeline got ruined too. Cause
I know. And that was one of the Super Bowls. Like, yeah, it sucked that the Patriots were in it, but at the same time, like, I was okay with the Falcons winning.
Yeah, I was
they
too. I
won.
want to see Julio Jones, especially Julio Jones played his ass off that game. He had that crazy catch. I'm like, please, Falcons, like kick the field goal, end the game.
Yeah.
Ryan took a sack, big ass sack, and put him out of field goal range, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah. But all right, we're gonna end this thing for real this time.
Yeah.
Go ahead and please
leave a comment who you think is gonna win the game tomorrow.
Yeah, if you make it this far, comment.
Make it this far, yeah.
Leave a comment. I need to tell people to do that shit to be at the top of the show. Just leave a comment.
Like button, leave a comment.
Make your Super Bowl prediction or whatever, So yeah, but it's a good one.
You still got time.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Hey,
if we were gonna be able to do much of a show, but man, we went 2 hours, and the football related stuff was over an hour 30, so not bad. But
yeah,
all right, we are going to see you guys next week, and season will be over, man.
Yeah,
sad to say,
but we'll see y'all.
Yep, take care. See you next week.